Thank you for the introduction, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening from my side as well. So as said, my name is Katri Soinne, and I'm from Statistics Finland. And today I'm going to talk about our experiences on teaching national accounts online. So just a few words about national accounts as a topic to be taught, and then I shall be talking about our first massive open online course and few words about our first online international course. So national accounts is probably the most widely used statistical system in the world. The figures are in more or less comparable form available in every country, and those figures are used and misused quite a lot. Usually the best knowledge about the issue is within the statistical institutes, which also quite often are producing the figures. Statistics Finland feels responsible not only producing the figures, but also training users. And traditionally, we have customer courses, we have been holding lectures at different places, we have people coming in to visit us, we are offering materials on the internet, and we have having these international courses. We have also had two university courses, full courses with 5 study credits in the University of Helsinki in cooperation with the Department of Economics. They were in 2011 and 2014, and the courses were very popular and they received excellent feedback. And we thought that, okay, there is certain need for this kind of course, but we did not feel that it's fair to have that only in Helsinki, and we had absolutely no possibilities to have the same course all over the Finland. So we started to think about online course. The first thing we learned is that if Statistics Finland is organizing that alone, the students are not going to get the credits. So they are not going to participate. And then the second thing was that we realized that we don't have neither the technology or the knowledge to make this kind of course. So we reached to the Department of Economics again, and they said that they would be very interested, but they don't have the technology or knowledge either. So they offered that we should ask the Open University. Personally, I was not very excited about that idea because basically the courses of the Open University are subject to a charge, but luckily they offered that we could make this massive open online course, which is free for everybody to participate, and there was no money flows between Statistics Finland and Open University either. So we got really excited and we started to plan the course, and we agreed that Statistics Finland takes care of the lectures and the exercises, and then the Open University is responsible for technical implementation and administration. And they also recorded our lectures in their studio with their staff. And they digitalized our exercises as well. And then at the end, you needed to pass a test to get the study credits, and Statistics Finland was in charge of that test and looking through that test, but then we handed the results over to the Open University for the administrative part again. Here is the content of our course. So we had total 13 lectures by 15 different lecturers. The first lecture, the introduction, was given by a professor of economics from the university, and the others were people from Statistics Finland. The staff of the Open University told us that the videos should be maximum 10 to 15 minutes long so that people can really look at them. So we got the traditional 1.5 hour lectures into a smaller parts, and here we have a lot of flexibility because then every lecturer was able to decide which kind of parts, how long, how many they want to have in their lectures. So there is a huge variety in that one, but as a total we have about 12 hours of lectures. And then we have 5 sets of exercises. So not an exercise on each of the topics, but on some of the topics. And those exercises were mandatory for people who wanted to pass the course and get the credits. And those who just wanted to follow the lectures, and not wanted to make the test or had the credits, they were able to skip the exercises. So before we started the course, we kind of advertised it in social media, on the web pages. It was in an info letter going to our customers, in an info letter going to the universities and open universities. And then we opened the course at the beginning of February last year. Originally, it was planned to be open for 5 months, but since the COVID-19 lockdown closed the universities, there was a huge need for good online courses, and we got a lot more participants, and then we ended up extending the course until the end of August. As a total, we had more than 400 registered participants, and out of those, 126 took the test and got the results. The lectures were openly available for anybody, so you did not need to register to the course to follow them. And since some of the lectures were listened to more than 600 times, we think that most likely we had also people who did not register but just listened to some parts of the course. Based on the email addresses of the registered participants, I'm happy to tell that we had participants from all the research universities in Finland. We had participants from some of the universities of applied sciences. We had participants from ministries and banks and research centers, etc. So from the point of view of University of Helsinki, and the Open University of Helsinki, they said that this is a jackpot. So somebody's going over to them saying that, oh, we would like to have this course, which is important, but you don't have the knowledge. Would you like to take it? And also from the Open University, they were really excited because this opened new cooperation possibilities for them, and they are looking for those all the time. In Statistics Finland, we were really excited too, because this offered us a possibility to reach students who might be potential workers for us, and also to reach the users so that they can look them at any time they want and learn more if they want. And we also got really excited about the idea about having a course on this topic and that topic and those topics. And actually at the moment, Statistics Finland and the Open University are working on other courses with the same system. And also the users were really excited about this. For example, people from the Bank of Finland and Ministry of Finance said that this sounds very good. So they have a possibility to offer the training for their newcomers, and maybe even the senior staff find something that they might like to listen to and check if they know or if they want to know something more. So in the future, we have originally agreed that this course could be available every second year. And this year we got a lot of inquiries asking for the course, but we agreed with the Open University that we stick to the original plan, and the next time this will be available in 2022. We need that time also because the lectures do need to be subtitled nowadays. Statistics Finland has also stated that there is a possibility to make an English version of this course. It might be available in 2023 for the first time. And then from that on, we could have a course MOOC on national accounts annually. Every second year it would be in Finnish, and every second year it would be in English. And from the beginning, it was also clear that Statistics Finland has right to share these materials freely whenever we want to. So the whole course, including the exercises, is already at the government training site. And then all the lectures are available, for example, as a playlist at the Statistics Finland YouTube channel. So we can share them anytime to anybody for free. Then I move on to our international course, which we have been holding for junior staff for for different statistical institutes in Europe for quite a while. And nowadays, the course is part of the European Statistical Training Program, ESTP. Due to COVID situation, Eurostat decided that all the ESTP courses will be online at least until the end of this year. And from the beginning of the year, and actually from last year already. So also our course in May 4-day course in May was an online course for the first time for us. For that course, we had 13 different lecturers, 4 from Spain, 1 from Netherlands, and 8 from Finland. And from our point of view, there are 2 equally important issues or points with this course. The first one is to letting the junior staff to have some kind of idea as a national account as a system. And the second point is networking, which is very, very important for national accountants, I think. So when we learned that it's going to be an online course, we started the preparations. First started by clarifying the program and the lecturers. Everything has a good bright side. So if we would have had an in-house course, we would have had only 1 international lecturer, and now we had 5. Then we also revised the timetable. So instead of having a longer break every 2 hours, we had a shorter break every hour. We agreed about the deadlines for materials. So first the ones that were shared with the participants, and then the final presentations. We had quite a lot of online meetings, so that we discussed about different ways of activating people, so that exercises and questionnaires and discussions and breakout rooms, etc. And then we also had sessions where we practiced those just to find out what works in teams internationally and what doesn't. And if there is something like the questionnaires that doesn't work, then what can we do to solve that problem? And we also had some testing sessions for the participants the week before the course started, so that they were able to come in and check that the link is working, the cameras and mics are working, and that they knew what time the course will start in their time zone, because that's also challenging. With the course, we had at least 2 lecturers online all the time. 1 was lecturing, 1 was following the chat. We had technical support by Statistics Finland available all the time. We sent these small tasty greetings from Finland package to the participants who chose to have it, so that they shared their traditional mail address with us. And then after the very first day, we had this short virtual social event. So in a house course, we would have a little get together with drinks, etc., to talk about something else than the course after the first day, and we wanted to have something a little bit similar. We used the breakout rooms during the course for exercises, and the breakout rooms were pre-divided. So, for example, people from the same country were not in the same group. We gave them instructions on cameras and mics, when to use them and when not to use them. And we used break timer for the breaks. So whenever the break started, there was a watch going downwards, so that whenever you passed the computer, you immediately saw how much time there is left for the break. And then we did our best for involving the participants with exercises and questionnaires and discussions and breakout rooms, but that is really hard online, I have to say. So after the course, the first feeling was that we survived, and actually we did just fine. We did have some technical difficulties, so that, for example, sharing the files and folder for exercises did not work as planned, but then we just took the plan B and we sent those by email. And it really is a key to a successful course to be able to activate and involve the participants. And that is so hard. If they are in the same room and you're talking and you see that, okay, now that you can close them, they are quite question marks and they start looking at each other, then you can go back and start all over again. But when everybody's at home and they are alone and they don't understand, they think that, oh, I'm the only one who doesn't understand. It's embarrassing to ask, and really you don't know if there is anybody you're talking to, and if they came back from the break or if they're looking at their phones or so it's so much harder. This was definitely a learning experience. So we did a lot of preparations beforehand. We learned a lot during the course. And then after the course, we had a meeting with all the lecturers, just talking about the experience, what went good, what was bad, what should we do different next time when we have the same or actually double length course waiting us in November. And when we had the meeting, we also went through the feedback, which was collected by the Icon Institute. And the goal is to have at least 75% of the answers. And as you can see, we just flying high above that. And even from the Icon Institute, they said that our course was excellent based on this feedback. So this was my part. And if you want to know some more, I think we have some time for discussion and questions maybe at the end. Or anyway, you can contact me anytime you want. I would be happy to talk about this more with you guys. Thank you.